In the deep south of France, inside Chauvet Cave, lions rule the walls with fierce majesty.
70 lions roar silently here, strong, dominant, invincible.
But in one shadowed corner, a different story is told, 32,000 years ago.
A man lies fallen on the ground, a massive lion stands over him. Nearby, a broken spear lies forgotten, a silent testament of defeat.
Archaeologists puzzled until 2021, when bones told a chilling tale in Spain's Atapuerca cave.
A broken rib, a crimson spear tip embedded deep in a predator's chest.
Witness the last second when 300 kilograms of deadly force strike at 50 kilometers per hour.
Fear of great cats runs deep in our ancient brains, older than any other terror. How one fatal error by a young hunter snatched his life, yet saved the tribe.
I have to stop it!
Now, the anatomy of the last battle unfolds, reconstructed from ancient bones. 37,000 years ago, the Dordogne Valley was a cold, endless steppe. Northern winds carried the scent of glaciers beyond distant horizons. Winters plunged to minus 25 degrees, summers barely reaching 15 degrees. This land was home to giant beasts, creatures long vanished from our world. Woolly mammoths, 4 meters tall, uprooted grass beneath half a meter of snow. Thousands of northern deer streamed in thunderous waves during migrations.
Their rumble echoed through valleys, heard for kilometers on the biting wind.
Wild horses, pony-sized but muscular and enduring, grazed cautiously. They grazed in groups of 50, ready to flee at the slightest hint of danger. Steppe bison, massive and armored with 1-meter-wide horns, roamed like moving forts. Above them ruled the predators, giants far larger and deadlier than today's. Wolves, bigger than modern sheepdogs, hunted in packs of 20.
Together, even young mammoths could be overwhelmed, hunted to exhaustion.
Cave hyenas, lion-like with massive jaws, could crush bison bones effortlessly.
They prowled the steppe, scavengers and hunters alike, always deadly.
Cave bears weighed almost 1 ton and mostly ate vegetation, but were still dangerous. But atop the food pyramid stood the cave lion, unmatched and unquestionably feared. This was no African lion copy, a distinct evolutionary force for 300,000 years. Males bore no mane, thick yellow-white undercoats shielded them from the cold. They could sleep exposed on snow under minus 30-degree skies without flinching. Males bore no mane, thick yellow-white undercoats shielded them from the cold. Standing about 120 centimeters at the shoulders, size matched a large German shepherd. Imagine a 290-kilogram shepherd dog, with paws as thick as human thighs, an ancient giant. For comparison, today's African lions weigh about 250 kilograms, tigers rarely surpass 300.
The cave lion's front paw blows, clawed and stealthy, could shatter necks instantly.
10-centimeter fangs pierced thick hides and layers of fat on mammoth calves. Powerful jaws crushed vertebrae with a single snap, muscular hind legs propelled leaps over 7 meters.
But where was man in this frozen world of giants and deadly hunters?
Scattered across Europe, humans were few, only 5 to 10,000 souls in vast territory.
Groups were small, rarely more than 40, living isolated lives with cautious neighbors.
In one such cave above the Dordogne River lived a young hunter we call Number 7. Teeth wear and bones speak, he was about 23 years old, young but seasoned. Childhood was harsh, half the children rarely lived past 5. Disease and hunger claimed many.
He survived 2 bitter winters, their scars marked in halted bone growth. An old fracture marked his right shoulder, not fully healed, yet he endured.
The tribe cared for him, stayed by his side as the ancient bone mended slowly.
This will help the pain.
A deep scar branded his left forearm, likely a wild boar or bear claw.
His body was hardened, strong muscles and bones from relentless work and survival.
Every dawn, he woke before the tribe, ready to guard and explore the frozen wild.
His duty was to scout, to ensure predators hadn't crept too close by night. On this morning, the sky was heavy with low gray clouds. Snow promised by nightfall. The southern winds softened the threat. Snowfall wouldn't be severe.
He roused two younger hunters, only 19 and 17 years old.
He roused two younger hunters, only 19 and 17 years old.
Is it time? Yeah, let's go.
The trio set out, bound by tribe's iron rule: never venture beyond safe zones alone.
Meticulous checks ensured their spears could mean the difference between death and survival. Each carried two spears, one light for distance, one heavy for close battles. At 8 in the morning, they followed a well-worn path along the river.
The younger hunters chattered about tribe tales and girls, youthful spirits shining.
And then she smiled at me. No way.
Number 7 stayed silent, reading the steps' subtle signs like a sacred text. After walking 3 kilometers, his gaze caught an ominous print in the snow. He stopped instantly, signaling the others to halt without a word. The younger hunters watched silently, unaware of the lurking danger's full meaning. Near the print, he touched the snow, fresh, less than an hour old. The paw showed no claw marks, claws retracted, lying hidden. Movement matched their route. The lion was following the river, the same path.
The younger hunters questioned, should they turn back or press forward?
Number 7 weighed the danger. If the lion scares the deer, hunger would plague the tribe. A lion near the cave threatened women and children collecting food and water. Precision knowledge of the predator's location was vital to survival. The young hunters fell silent and gripped their spears tightly, alert to every rustle. The cave lion, master of disguise, blended perfectly into the winter steppe. A slow, deliberate trek brought them to a large boulder where blood stained the snow. A slow, deliberate trek brought them to a large boulder where blood stained the snow. A swift kill, one bite to the neck severing arteries and trachea instantly. The lion feasted on the most nutritious organs, spreading the rest across the snow. Nearby, the predator watched silently, less than 100 meters away. The 3 hunters stood frozen, hearts pounding loud enough to drown the wind.
We must leave.
Number 7 nodded slowly, knowing all too well the danger they faced. Turning their backs was forbidden. It would provoke the lion's fatal chase reflex. They retreated carefully, spears brandished defensively, showing respect and submission. Then, 30 meters away, a massive shadow detached from the moonlit landscape. The cave lion stood fully upright, towering and terrifying beyond words.
When it opened its mouth, 10-centimeter fangs gleamed like deadly sabers.
In that moment, ancient instincts from millions of years flooded the young hunter's brain. A surge of adrenaline raced through his veins, heart pounding wildly. The young hunter turned and ran, instinct stronger than all training or thought.
His flight was the fatal mistake the lion awaited, triggering its relentless pursuit.
The chase began, 50 meters closed in the blink of an eye, the predator gaining fast. At 10 meters, number 7 screamed a raw, primal roar. He hurled his spear with all his fading strength, but it grazed only the lion's side. The lion turned, focusing on the threat, 2 hunters now standing firm before it. The fleeing youth vanished, leaving the 2 to face the beast's wrath alone. Alone, number 7 grasped a small blade, the last weapon remaining. The lion leapt, jaws wide, claws ready to rip flesh. With all his strength, the hunter stabbed the beast, cutting a fatal artery. Both man and lion fell in the snow.